I used to think I understood what mattered, but at 82, the most honest thing I can say is this: I was wrong about the most important parts of life for a very long time. My name is Michael. I'm 82 years old, and for most of my life, I believed I was doing things the right way. I worked hard, I stayed disciplined, I tried to be responsible, and I told myself that meaning would eventually catch up with me if I just kept going. I grew up in a time where you didn't question the script. You found a job, you stayed loyal to it, you built a reputation, and you measured your worth by how useful you were. I was good at that. I built a career people respected. I paid my bills on time. I didn't make a mess of my life in the obvious ways. From the outside, it looked like I had figured things out. But the truth is, I spent decades confusing movement with progress. I thought staying busy meant I was living fully. I thought being needed meant I was loved. And I thought that someday, after enough years of effort, I would finally arrive at a point where I felt at peace. That day never came the way I expected it to. I missed small moments because I was focused on big plans. I postponed joy because it didn't feel productive. I believed rest was something you earned later, not something you were allowed now. When people around me slowed down, I quietly judged them. I told myself I would slow down when I was older, when there was time. Now I am older, and time feels very different. What I was wrong about more than anything else was thinking life was something to be mastered instead of experienced. I treated it like a project with milestones instead of a series of moments that only pass once. I was present enough to function, but not present enough to feel. I remember evenings where my children wanted to tell me something small, something unimportant by adult standards, and I half listened while thinking about tomorrow. I remember my wife sitting quietly beside me, and instead of asking what she was thinking, I assumed there would always be another evening. There usually was until there wasn't. Loss has a way of clarifying things you avoided seeing clearly, not all at once, but slowly, the way fog lifts when you're not paying attention. One day you realize the landscape has changed, and so have you. I was wrong about success. I thought it would protect me from regret. It didn't. I was wrong about strength. I thought it meant enduring quietly. It actually meant allowing myself to be honest. And I was wrong about time. I thought I had more of it than I did. Here's what took me far too long to understand. The moments that shape your life rarely announce themselves. They don't arrive with importance or urgency. They look ordinary, they feel interruptive, and if you're not careful, you live right past them. At my age, memories don't come back in neat order. They surface unexpectedly. A smell, a sound, a passing thought, and suddenly I'm back in a moment I didn't realize was precious when it happened. Those moments don't care about my accomplishments. They care about whether I was there. If I could speak to my younger self, I wouldn't tell him to work less or dream smaller. I would tell him to notice more, to listen without planning his response, to stay 5 minutes longer in conversations that feel unnecessary, to stop measuring life by outcomes and start feeling it as it unfolds. You don't get a second chance at presence. You only get now, and now doesn't wait for you to be ready. I don't say this with bitterness. I've made peace with the life I lived. But peace doesn't erase clarity. It sharpens it. And clarity is what age gives you when it takes other things away. If you're listening to this and you're younger than me, please don't hear it as advice from someone who thinks he knows better. Hear it as a confession from someone who learned slowly. You don't need to fix your life. You don't need to become someone else. You just need to stop postponing the parts that actually matter. One day you'll look back, and what you'll miss won't be the days you were productive. You'll miss the days you were connected, the quiet conversations, the unplanned laughter, the moments where nothing was achieved, but everything was felt. I'm 82 now. I don't chase anything anymore. I sit, I listen, I let moments arrive without rushing them away. And in doing that, I finally understand what I was wrong about my entire life. Life was never asking me to prove myself. It was asking me to show up.